Guys, there was another press conference where 120 accusers have come forward against Diddy, but the most shocking revelation is that 25 of them are minors. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. I'm here with Lewis, and Kim is there as well. But we had our own Marianne in the press conference there in Houston. And as this was all going, Kim asked the question, and I made sure it was the one we asked. Marianne asked it at the end of this press conference because he alluded to two. Tony Busby, this lawyer, I'm told a very good lawyer, very successful, very good lawyer at this. And he mentioned a 9-year-old and a 15-year-old, guys. And it made me wonder, how many are there in total were minors? He said out of the 120, it was 60 were female, 60 were male. Here was the question Marianne asked, which you won't be able to hear it from his mics. But the question we had asked was, how many minors are making accusations in total? And are the feds aware of the allegations?
I don't know what the feds are aware of, okay? But I do know it's 25 out of this 120. But I will say this to that point. We welcome the FBI or any authority who wants to come to us, and we're going to make that available to these victims because I think that's important. My suspicion is, based on talking with these folks, is that you know, the FBI is just not aware of these people. The FBI has talked to some of these folks, and I'm going to try to encourage the victims to, in fact, talk to the FBI because I think they have some very important things to say.
Look, there's a lot more we're going to be breaking down in our recap. If you haven't, we're still probably live as this is dropping, but I'm putting this out there because I think this is imperative to hear. This is the first time we've heard it, as depressing, as heartbreaking as this is. Kim, I want to bring you in because you've been covering this with me like crazy. This is a huge drop, no? 25 minors are making accusations. What is your reaction to this?
Well, I think the first thing I just want to say is I guess we don't know what their ages are now. We know the events that went on happened when they were underage. And I really just want to say, I think the most important thing we need to think about right now, other than the justice that these incredible people deserve, is the bravery that it has taken for them to go and do this. I cannot fathom how terrifying this is and how hard this is. SA on any level is horrific. But I say as a CSA survivor myself, it is a whole unspeakably difficult thing to have to confront this, to process it, because you're not only processing it as a child, you're processing it as an adult. And now to have the whole world know that this nightmare happened to you, and then to have the bravery to go and stand before the people who did this to you. And in this case, quite bluntly, almost the system that did this to them, all of the people that knew, as they're saying that corporations knew, that groups of people knew, and they sat and they watched and they let it go on if they did not partake. There is a level of monstrosity here that the words escape me of trying to describe it. But I just really ask that everybody, we need to allow this system with these law firms and the feds to go through and get the facts of these cases. Let the right people be prosecuted. We don't know who did what yet. We don't. And I understand the rage. I understand the anger that everybody is feeling right now. But the pressure now needs to be put on the feds to look into all of these cases, not just the 120 brave individuals who are coming forward, whether they were minors or not, but the 3,000 calls this law firm says they have had. And I'm guessing probably the thousands more they're going to get with that huge number behind that man's head this entire press conference. It is time. And it doesn't matter what industry, what side of the aisle, who you are, what you've done. If you've done this, it's time. It's time for the lights to turn on. And when they all turn on, it's going to be bad. It's going to be horrific. It's going to make us all sick to our stomachs, but it's got to happen.
Well said. And I send so much love to you, Kim, for opening up and being so brave. Everything you've been through, your strength is so amazing and inspiring. I know not just to me, but to so many viewers. So I send so much love and positivity your way. for being here to help shine a light on this, because you're right. We have to turn this light on. We have to expose these monsters. And yes, as Kim mentioned, that number behind 1-800-200-7474, it's now a Diddy hotline, guys. It's gotten that bad where you can call it. And they've, as Kim said, thousands of people calling in that they need to check. They have 120 currently. This is going to be 120 separate lawsuits. This is not a class action civil suit. This is multiple lawsuits that have now, he is combining efforts to show the seriousness of it. And 25 minors out of these 120 is just something I'm in shock in that I hate to think that's even possible. But it's apparently possible now. And that's what we're facing. This wasn't just people of age. This was people at that age. On top of it, and we're going to be talking about this with Christopher Melcher and more in our next recap, which will become our live. So stay tuned. Keep watching us live over there. I wanted to make sure this got there because this is important that we get this. Not a lot of media showed up for this. We had our own media there, and there were about 5 outlets covering it, all local news. And this is massive. Now, again, these are allegations. This is a suit. We're going to get more as the suits come about. But this is a massive reveal to hear these numbers. On top of it, as they said, there are people who are very nervous. He made it clear this happened at places in residences of people we know, is what he said. Meaning implying a lot of high level people. He then went on later, and I'm going to play that. We'll play that later. But of all the celebrities and people, the names that will shock you, that egged it on, willing participants that sit there and encouraged and made no effort to stop it. That's what we're currently facing. And then Lewis, I want to get your thoughts because you've been chiming in as we've watched just how disgusting Hollywood has gotten this point. We knew Weinstein was bad, and he is. I'm not trying to find it, but I feel like this Diddy level is taking it to a whole new level. What is your response to Hollywood and all that new about this?
Well, it's the music industry, and they're intertwined with Hollywood because Hollywood uses their music to put on the films, and that's how they're connected. Plus, if you start to study, this is all monopoly. The movie studios co-own record labels, and it's all linked. It's all linked. It's a monopoly and stuff like that. And it's one of those times, like, usually when you say, I've said something for so many years and you want to feel proud of it. I've said it for a long time here on Popcorn Planet. Movie industry, the movie industry had their Weinstein. That's peanuts compared to what's going on with the music industry. Now, I want the main thing in this video to stand out is Kim's testimony and her thoughts. Yes. That's the main thing right here. We're all connected and stuff. So, Kim, thank you for coming on in here and expressing your ideas. I know that was very difficult for you. You're a very sweet person, and I don't know. I'm with you. So
we support you
guys
fully.
For giving me. Thank you for giving me a voice, and thank you for sticking up for these people because we deserve better than what we get.
Exactly.
And you're absolutely right. We need to look into this. That's why I wanted to spotlight this. This has gotten to a whole new level. We knew how serious this case was, but this is the first time I've seen a real lawyer come forward with now 25 allegations ranging from 19 to 15. This just got even more horrific than we thought. There had been rumors, but now we will see. In the coming 30 days, more of these lawsuits will be coming forward. Make sure if you're watching live or on the replay, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, smash that like button. We will be keeping you posted on all of them to ensure we stay on this. We ensure that this gets heard, this gets seen. Make sure to subscribe to my man Lewis. Make sure to subscribe to It's Kim. Support us all. We'll be tracking this for you, and we are not stopping our live. We are still going. I'm just trimming this to get that most important part out to the masses. So please check it out. Click the videos. Keep watching. I appreciate you all.